Hello, everybody. Welcome to my very wonderful channel. I'm just successful. I'm the biggest success that has ever been on the planet. I want to take you on a journey, on a specific journey, what it requires to become a big time success. For very first, if you want to make a change in your life, it is very important is that you need to understand you need to make that sort of change immediately, not in 15 minutes, not in 20 minutes, not in 30 minutes, not tomorrow, not next week, not in 3 months, not next year. If you really want to make a change in your life, an impact on your life, you gotta change immediately. Otherwise, if you do not change immediately, you are exactly where you belong to. You are, if you need to understand the majority of people, they go a specific way. If you want to be something brilliant, something like bigger in life, for example, bigger in life than Mr. Michael Air Jordan, you gotta dedicate your life to success. You gotta work on your craft. You gotta work, or you gotta read a lot of books. You gotta study successful people. And if you study successful people, I'm gonna tell you one thing you're gonna realize that these people, they dedicated, for example, we take Michael Air Jordan again as a guide example. He dedicated completely his whole entire life to success. It means he gave an interview like when he was telling his audience, you know what, I missed 100,000 shots, so you feel where I want to go, so you need to understand failure is a part of the game, of the game of success. My goal is, for very first, do me that sort of little tiny favor. If you're really serious about a change, do me that sort of little tiny favor. Please subscribe immediately to my channel. So, now, I want to take you on that sort of big journey of success, sir. I want you to witness my big time success. I'm already a millionaire, but I want to make it to that sort of the biggest billionaire level, or the biggest billionaire that has ever been on the planet. It means in general, I have several companies, and now I want to bring my companies, my work, my, my idea to the very upscale next level. Well, everybody is telling me, of course, everybody is about to tell me, well, it's difficult, blah blah, whatever, So, as I told you before, somebody invented, people are able to go to the moon, people are able to communicate through the internet. So somebody needed to invent a rocket to fly to the moon. Somebody needed to create the internet to communicate with the world, globally. So it's just an idea. If you have an idea, the only way to succeed in that sort of idea is to dedicate your time to work to figure out. So, for example, the guy who invented the light bulb, or what is his name, Thomas Edison. Yes, he was like, he had something like 20,000 failures, 20,000 failures, so until he was able to, no, it was not, what is his name again? Anyway, but, a famous inventor, yes, now I got the name. Nicholas Tesla, so, he failed like 20,000 times until you reach that sort of greatness level, so you need to play an upscale number. I'm gonna give you a brilliant example. What I gonna do, I read every single day at least 50 to 100 pages a day in a book written by a billionaire about a billionaire and how to succeed as a billionaire. The situation where you right now in is simply the fact that you are uneducated when it comes to financial terms, to how to handle money, what money really is, what value is. So For example, people think like all the time if they walk around in highly expensive clothes, they just want to project the image, but in reality, you project the image of wealth, but in reality, you are broke. That is not the mindset of a billionaire, so we play only the billionaire game, you feel me? Now, I'm gonna do additionally every single day, 8 times a day sport, 8 times a day sport, every single day. I already did 4 times a day sport, and I'm gonna take you on that sort of a journey, so you're gonna witness, how I do my sport every day, 8 times a day sport. Additionally, as I told you before, I'm gonna read every single day. Every single day, I'm gonna read 100 pages in a book additionally, and it is like that simple. For very first, it's very easy to start, but you're not gonna get the benefit because you started the game. You're gonna get the benefit because you maintain a certain upscale level. That is how you're gonna succeed. And I'm gonna promise you something. If you read every single day, 50 to 100 pages in a book written by a billionaire or about a billionaire, I promise you that you're gonna develop a pattern in your psyche. It means like you're gonna think like a billionaire, you're gonna act like a billionaire, you're gonna talk like a billionaire, you're gonna see the world through the eyes of a billionaire. That is a fact. I promise you that. I promise you that. So it means, as I told you before, in all my several other videos, I got several videos on YouTube, so it requires to start with the man in the mirror. I want you to go again into the bathroom and watch your reflection in the mirror and say to yourself, you are in charge of the bathroom, you are in charge of the apartment, you are in charge that the apartment is a mess up situation. It's not your neighbor, it's not your father, it's not your mother, it's not your girlfriend, it's not your husband, sister, or whatever, brother, I don't know. So, you are in charge to open the door to greatness. As I told you before, we take Michael Air Jordan, the former basketball player, the one-time and only big-time basketball player of all time. He understood that he is in charge to become something bigger in the world, in the game of sport, and he is like the peak of success when it comes to basketball, so, and guess what, the money rolled or still rolls in automatically. I want to be number one, and I'm not gonna discuss that sort of thing, being number two or number three. I want to be number one on the planet, the equivalent of the king of pop, so you feel me where I want to go. Now, everybody, I request you again to subscribe to my channel, and additionally, if you have any sort of kind of questions, do me that sort of little tiny favor. Ask me whatever you want to ask me. Now, we come to that sort. What is my goal in general? Actually, 8 times a day sport. I'm gonna do a report on it, and additionally, I'm gonna read. I already did 4 times sports today. Today we have Friday. Today we have Friday, the 29th of July, so 2018. So I already did 4 times sports. So I need to do like additionally 4 times, so it's going to equal 8 times a day sport. And I already started to read my book. I'm right now reading a book written about Warren Buffett. Who is Warren Buffett? He is the second richest man that has ever been on the planet. He's the second richest man on the planet. Who was on the first place? On the first place, we got Bill Gates. You feeling me? So, It means I'm gonna do a report even on that. So you're gonna witness. I'm not a liar. You're gonna witness my journey in general. I wanna take you on my journey. I wanna serve my audience to become something better. So furthermore, as I told you before, I'm about to buy a Ferrari, a private jet. I'm gonna buy a new apartment in London, in Paris, in New York, and additionally, I want to buy a house in Los Angeles. So I'm gonna take you on that sort of a big time journey of success. If you have any sort of questions, subscribe to my channel. Ask me whatever you wanna ask me, and wait for the next video is going to come, like, let's say in 2 hours approximately, because so I need to do my sports, so I gonna do a report on that sort of thing. You're gonna witness my journey, how I did how I'm how I so sorry please how I am supposed to do my sport. So yes, thank you very much everybody for tuning in. I'm out and enjoying my journey.